Have you ever had a question so important that it required an answer no matter how difficult the research proves to be? Well, I have, and I'm sure you have too. That's why today we'll be asking ourselves this very important question. Could Minecraft Steve beat Five Nights at Freddy's? And the answer may shock you, so strap in, settle down, and join me as we answer the questions of the cosmos. Now, it's important that we incorporate rules, as without them, havoc may be unleashed, and creative mode is for pussies, and we're all legit gamers here. So, for the rules, Steve must be in survival mode, Steve may not use commands to turn the time to day, and he may not barricade himself in a dirt house to survive the night. He mustn't play in peaceful mode as that would make Freddy not spawn, and he be Steve from Minecraft. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's has rules installed into the game, making it hard to cheat. So these rules are here to keep Minecraft Steve from Minecrafting and reckoning the forces. Now, it's important that we look at the statistics of both of these characters to determine their ability to win, and to determine their ability to not die or to kill each other. Steve is able to carry up to 22 billion pounds. He's able to run 12 miles per hour at top speed with no potions. He can jump 3 meters into the air. This is all very impressive as Steve is able to lift just under my max. But that's back in the old days. Now, let's take a look into the other corner at Freddington. Freddy is capable of crushing the skull of a human and can reach up to top speeds of 50 miles per hour according to trusted sources. He's able to do all this at the ripe age of 9 years old, meaning he's the prime target for the average Minecraft YouTuber. Now let's take a look to the past to get a better understanding of their life. Freddy Fazbear used to live in South Africa but moved to America at a very young age. He's since lost the distinct accent. He got married to his wife Susan, but unfortunately she could not bear. This means Freddy's son is adopted. Perchance. His father died during childbirth, and his mother abandoned him for a life of drugs and crime. He's had a very rough childhood. He was stuffed into a suit by a purple man, and since had to haunt non-purple people seeking revenge ever since. Now, Steve was one of a few beings created by an unknown entity, as he spawns in out of thin air. His family tree is enormous, and trails back to the Buscus and Sky Does Minecraft, making appearances into multiple celebrity lives. He donated his emeralds to a fundraiser after his drug and alcohol phase and became a well-respected icon. He's never had a girlfriend despite Alex being commonly shipped with him. He enjoys building things and has been caught on multiple different occasions with minors. He was briefly acquainted with Jeffrey Epstein back in 2001 when the planes hit the towers. Now that we have examined the history and lore of these characters, we may now examine whether Steve from Fortnite can survive Five Nights at Freddington's. One thing I overlooked is apparently Freddy Fazbear has other Freddys, Freddington Fazbears, named Bonnie and Cheeky. This makes things more difficult for default skin Minecraft, as he must multitask 3 Freddys from Freddy Night Freddy Bears. Five Night Freddy Bears. Personally, I don't think that's fair as it's a 3v1, and that's kind of bowling. And I think that Freddy Fazbear are being mean, but that's off topic. Now, Minecraft Steve and Freddy both have something in common, and that is that they have something in common, where Freddy is actually controlled by a child, and so is Steve. So Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddington's, and Minecraft Steve are both controlled by children. This means they aren't of age to consume alcohol or tobacco products. They cannot own any type of firearm. Now, Minecraft Steve has had challenges in the past, like the Ender Dragon and the Wither dude, that he has had to beat, meaning he's going into this fight with experience. However, Freddy, on the other hand, is a fucking bear. I don't like bears. Bears kill people. Kill Minecraft Steve from popular 2009 released indie game Cave the game. So what can Freddy do to molest Steve? Well, Freddy molests people in a very specific way. Freddy always goes to the same door when attacking. That door is the rightmost door. But if the power goes out for some fucking reason, he goes to the left door. This is because Freddy Fazbear has a mental disorder called bipolar disorder. This means he can't make simple decisions such as choosing what to eat or being consistent. Because Freddy has a mental disorder, this means he qualifies for an IEP and special needs classes. This is a bad disadvantage for Steve as it makes predicting Freddy more difficult. In a statement, Freddy made concerning comments on the current political situation in China. Freddy is an absolutist communist, making Steve's situation falter. Because of Freddy's special need requirements, this makes him this ward, which is good for Steve as he can hear where Freddington is. But Steve doesn't have fucking ears because he skipped anatomy class. He also doesn't have a nose or a dick, making him eligible for disability. Steve can use this to guilt trick cashiers at Walmart to cover the remaining 47 cents that he can afford, but only in big bills. Now we can expect that Freddy isn't as much of a threat as his shady friends Bon Bon and Chicken, who both want to hurt Steve, and Steve knows this, and he doesn't like getting hurt. But apparently there's another Freddy named Foxy, meaning it's not another Freddy, but it's a Foxy. Steve can use the camera to spy on Foxy to keep Foxy from trying to assault him. This is important because Steve is slow and cannot outrun a fucking mechanical fox. Now this is a difficult situation for Steve from Minecraft to be in because it's scary and scary things suck. But Steven isn't ever scared because Steve can't comprehend emotions. Steve especially showed a lack of emotions when he murdered a family of 5 in 2004 after being released from prison for having involvement with a group of minors. Steve has had a good lawyer, so he was able to score a victory royale in his court case and left the prosecution upset that he got away with murder. But Steve is smart, so he's able to know that if you shut the fucking doors in Family Freddy's, that he won't die, because the victims from 2004 didn't shut the fucking doors, and they got fucking murked. Freddy is a furry. This is important. Steve from Minecraft is able to do a lot to ensure that Freddy the furry and the gang doesn't bang his gang. Because Steve went to Harvard, he has a good understanding of redstone. Redstone is an electrical component that acts the same way as wires. And so Steve from Minecraft could thematically hook up pressure plates to the doors so that when something comes to the door, it closes and Steve could be safe, but Steve doesn't have the resources to fucking do this. So after all this, we come to the conclusion that Steve sucks at Five Nights at Freddy's and would not survive, but it turns out Steve is gay. Meaning if Freddy attacks Steve from Minecraft who is gay, then Freddy's career will be over, because people will accuse him of hate crimes and try and cancel him on Twitter. And Steve can also tell Freddy he doesn't consent to dying, allowing Steve from Minecraft to avoid Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's chewing on him. So what do you think? Am I right, or are you wrong and think that I'm wrong? Leave a comment in the section below where the comments go, and make sure to subscribe and like for more, or else Freddy will hate crime you. This has been a CodeConnor Classic.